when we zoom in here, they do look absolutely tiny, but I would also say there's probably something, and what do I know? Nothing. The fact that he's got these red slashes and he's on a red carpet probably creates an illusion with your eyes too, and that does happen. Also, maybe he just has crappy calves. In a minute, we're going to go find some other... In fact, we'll do it now. I was going to do it afterwards. If we type in... Simon Borejo here with what has to be the strangest setup that we've done so far. Again, please do go and watch yesterday's video if you don't know what's going on here. And if when I come to edit this, I realize it hasn't exactly gone to plan, you will have to forgive me. But again, I've lost even more stuff now. And it's basically just me and a table in a room and this light behind me. So I promise the content we keep on coming, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm filming this on the only camera I have left too, so it may absolutely be crap. I don't know. But when I see stories like this, we absolutely have to talk about it because, yes, Deontay Wilder has popped back up on social media, I suppose. He has returned, and he has been doing stuff again, posted stuff on social media. And the poor guy, he should have known about how the internet was going to react to this, and the article I found has the headline, "Boxing fans are left stunned by Deontay Wilder's skinny legs." Here we go, people. As the former world heavyweight champion displays his new slimmed down physique and training ahead of potential return to the ring this year. Now, I will say, when I saw this picture before I noticed there had been a blow up, I can't lie, I did think to myself, oh wow, he's slimmed down, but why wouldn't he slim down? If you're not training for a fight, and you just want some time off and you just want to chill, maybe he has, relaxed his nutrition, he's relaxed his training regimen. Boxers train crazy hard for, huge periods of their life. And I can imagine it does get very dull. The interesting thing is he didn't blow up and get fat. He actually leaned down and got not even skinny. He wasn't a skinny guy, but he got skinny. However, the picture in question is this one here. And again, I didn't notice it at first. I was mostly looking at you can see in his forearms and his arms and his traps and his shoulders and his chest, he's still got those abs, that he is noticeably skinner. But when it makes me laugh when you see it, because I think a lot of it is the angle, which is what we're going to talk about. When you do indeed lower your eyes to his legs, which we're doing now, where he's got those red, what do you call it? I can't remember what they're called. What the hell are they called? Stockings? No, not stockings. Whatever those things are called. Way too much has happened over the last few weeks. He has what look like the skinniest legs you've ever seen. They're so skinny, I'm pretty sure he's like a 6'6", 6'7" guy, if not a bit taller, but he's around that 6'5" range. How does he even walk? On those? Now, you do have to say, we did this with the Chris Hemsworth video last year. It's probably an angular thing. It's probably just, it's a trick, right? I bet you if you saw him in person, he's probably in proportion, and they're probably not as small as you would think they are. But the hilarious bit is, if he pushed those two legs together, it would probably be the same about the guy to his right, which I believe is another boxer who I can't remember his name. So it was Notorious who got his tweet featured in places saying, I know some people just aren't blessed with legs, but I can't believe they're a heavyweight boxer's legs. No punctuation in that. Notorious. Come on now. Deontay Wilder seriously needs to start training a bit of calves. You can't get away from it. He's a millionaire. He's a really successful boxer. He could knock anybody out, and people on the internet will still come at him for his calves, which I think is hilarious. But it's true. When we zoom in here, they do look absolutely tiny, but I would also say there's probably something, and what do I know? Nothing. The fact that he's got these red slashes and he's on a red carpet probably creates an illusion with your eyes too, and that does happen. Also, maybe he just has crappy calves. In a minute, we're going to go find some other... In fact, we'll do it now. I was going to do it afterwards. If we type in Deontay Wilder, this is the fun thing about doing this here, is I can just type stuff in as I do it. So Deontay Wilder physique will probably get it done. And then we get these up. And yeah, you can see he's definitely lost muscle mass up top. But again, he's been training damn hard. Why the hell would he? The problem is, are we actually going to get any leg shots? We got that one, which is literally called skinny legs. I was so sorry for him. It's not fair at all. There we go. We have him standing over a fallen Tyson Fury. I don't think anybody there is going to be saying anything about his legs. They look in sync, not the right word. They look, symmetrical to the rest of his body. He probably is a little bit top heavy, but he's a boxer. He can get away with being top heavy. Maybe we type in body rather than physique, because we need to find some other things. Here we go. Here's a picture of him skipping. Again, small, but I don't think anybody... Well, they didn't mention it. I think he just may be a dude with small legs, and therefore, if he has leaned up a lot, and he doesn't naturally hold a lot of muscle in his legs because he doesn't need to for one reason or another, sure. Don't forget, we're all predisposed to certain things. I've told you this before. When I put on weight, you can argue it's a good thing, you can argue it's a bad thing. I put it on in my ass to the point I have this curve that you could rest a drink on if you were a weirdo and you just didn't want to use a table. Maybe with Deontay Wilder, he's able to build muscle up top, but when it comes to when it comes to down there, it's a lot harder for him. And if he's not stimulating that muscle group as much as you need to not only increase growth, but to maintain it's going to go down. Here's that other side of him skipping. I just honestly think he has lost a crazy amount of muscle, not a crazy amount, but some muscle mass, again, because he hasn't been training. And that's that. We have some more tweets here. Deontay Wilder is a heavy boxer and he still has the smallest legs of any man I've ever seen. That's not true. You haven't seen my legs. I got no carbs either. And Sonny said, the fact I have bigger legs than Deontay Wilder, it's kind of mad to think, how does he create so much power? Well, it's all in the hips. I mean, it's in the hips. And his legs will be bigger when he get back to training them. And here we go. The 36-year-old stands at 6'7" and has always had big muscular arms that, along with his huge wingspan, generates formidable power. However, he's never had bulky legs. Oh, look, they're actually saying it. In fact, Wilder complained that his legs were compromised. Oh, yeah. Thanks to his extravagant costume he wore to the ring for his second fight with Fury. We ain't getting into that one. We did a whole video on it. That was silly. I mean, you would wear it and you would do it in practice or whatever, rehearsal, because they do that. Of course they do. Be like, it's too heavy. We're not doing it. So he shouldn't have said that. And hopefully he won't do that again. Since he returned to training, Wilder has been training with compatriot Michael Hunter, and he met UFC champion Francis Ngannou. That's cool. At UFC Performance Institute in Vegas. Wilder hasn't got an opponent in mind or a date yet, but he's ready to invigorate his career, and it's not for the money. I'm definitely considering coming back. Here we go. We have another one, and Michael Hunter, that's his name. And there again, I mean, the left one does look like a strong wind. Could make it snap. But he's quite clearly a lot slimmer all around. So I do understand why people would jump on this, because when your attention is drawn to it, it's kind of nuts. But I honestly just think he's having some time off. He's contemplating a comeback. He's now back in the gym. His nutrition's probably back on point. And by the time you see him, whoever the hell he's fighting, it will just be back again. Because that's just how physiques works. And we've got this, I'm going to mute it because I don't want it to be too loud. We've got this video with Ngannou. No, we don't get to see it. He talks about money. Yeah, we don't care about money. So that's pretty much it. Unless we type in Deontay Wilder legs. What a stupid world we live in. And yeah, everyone's got it. Sport Bible has it. Deontay Wilder's fans generally can't believe the size of Deontay Wilder's legs in new training picture. Oh dear. And they've got the other one that we've already looked at. I think if anything, this should be a massive plus. It should be indicative that even if you are a supreme athlete, you have to be on it and you have to be training. I mean, some people genetically are going to be able to hold more muscle without training. There was a wrestler called Ron Simmons. He wrestled as Farouk. And did he have another name? He was in Doom in WCW. I don't know what his name was there. He's probably just Ron Simmons. And everybody said that guy could just hold muscle. Again, he had to train a few times a week. Same with Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. Everyone should say that too. Why I'm using wrestlers, I don't know. I just love wrestling. But again, a professional bodybuilder is probably going to be able to hold more muscle without stimulating it than you or I. But, you know, you can still be talented in other areas. You can still be talented in a specific skill and make it to world championship level. And yet, you know, still have to do that grind and still have to, you know, get those reps in. And that's clear. Deontay Wilder, I would imagine, is an ectomorph and actually probably struggles to put on muscle to begin with. But because he's got such a, you know, legit regime, he is able to do it. So do I think there's anything wrong with Deontay Wilder's legs? No. And he's made millions of dollars. So I don't think that we should probably sit here and question that he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm going to assume that he does. Now, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the bell ding ding. So not the videos going live. There will be a video on the screen. Please do give it a click. Otherwise, goodmind.com/Simon to go time and get 10% off. They've just had a massive restock. So please do check it out to make sure if your product is back in stock. At Simon316 on Instagram and Twitter. Patreon.com/Simon316 if you want to support that way. Exclusive videos will be back on there soon. Again, you can see why they haven't been made at the moment. Otherwise, I will be on Cameo. Those are still ticking over, and I won't pimp merch because I can't do it at the moment. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, who doesn't want to do low-quality YouTube videos? I don't. I like the high-quality stuff, but it is what it is. Also, I've just realized I wore red on red, and no, I didn't paint that wall. It was like this when I moved in. It's just what the landlord liked, and why not? Red is a wonderful color. See you soon.